It is starting to look more and more like Elon Musk is planning on going to war with Apple. The richest man in the world is going up against the richest company in the world. And why is that? Well, it appears, it all started here essentially. It goes with Apple has mostly stopped advertising on Twitter due to their hate of free speech in America. Well, why is that? Well, there's some rules and standards that Apple, stands by that they never stood by before with the old Twitter. Apple's ad agency, Omnicron Media Group, is recommending its client pause spending on Twitter. Apple is exercising its right to free speech and appears to have agreed with its ad agency recommending a halt in advertising on Twitter. And then you get Elon Musk here saying, what's going on here at Tim Cook, the current CEO of Apple? Well, you come here, you start getting some interesting things. You get are you suggesting Apple would... Oh, yeah, right here. Is this really a fight we want to pick with Tech AU? An awful lot of your Tesla customers use iOS to access their cars. If that app gets pulled, it'll significantly impact your ability to sell to Apple customers. Cards are way less convenient than BT entry. Elon Musk responds, are you suggesting Apple would use its duopolist powers to hurt Tesla? That would potentially be a crime. Let's be real. That would potentially be, I believe, an antitrust crime. I might need to fact check me on that one. You then get Elon Musk retweeting chairman here, the stock chairman guy, and all it is it was made by Epic Games utilizing Fortnite when they were going up against Apple themselves in a lawsuit. Granted, Epic lost, but at the same time, they said Twitter might be having another issue come up on it. Not Twitter, Apple. Sorry, this is a lot of information. But you get this from Epic Games. And why is all that? Because Apple has been secretly, granted, it's not very secretly, it's very openly, but also not a lot of people still know that every transaction on an Apple product takes away 30%, an additional 30%. So, in essence, and I love this example when you talk to YouTubers and streamers, when they get a super chat, if you're using an iOS product, Apple's taking 30% of that, Google's taking their cut, and then it goes to the creator. Creators can always see that. So vice versa, when you use, your Android device, that's already a Google thing, Google's just taking out their cut and then sending it on. Apple has to get their hands in the mix. And again, this was all created when Epic was fighting Apple. And a great 1984 parody here. You get, who else has Apple censored? With Elon Musk quote tweeting library, Odyssey. I believe they're the Odyssey and library are the same thing. During COVID, Apple demanded our apps filter some search terms from being returned. If we did not filter the terms, our apps would not be allowed in the store. Apple may make good products, questionable at that, but they have been opposed to free speech for some time. You get up here, Elon making a poll, because he loves his polls, let's be real. Apple should publish all censorship actions it has taken that affects its customers. You then get whoever this dude is Apple threatening Twitter presence in the App Store or otherwise making moderation demands? Elon Musk responds with yes. Because yes, Apple is threatening to use its moderation standards to take down Twitter now that Musk is in charge. Why is that? What were those standards? And I cannot find them for the life of me. But the standards were just fascinating, to be perfectly honest. The standards included can't have hate speech, can't have not safe for work content, you cannot have harassment, bullying, all this stuff that was already on Twitter. Breaking laws. You have a not safe for work search. Twitter allowed CP on their platform, and people profited off of it for years. Twitter didn't do anything. Apple didn't do anything. The only reason this is going on now is because Elon's in charge. And Elon's making waves, so Apple has to step in and say, can't do that. That's a big reason why these big tech platforms do what they do. Because how it works is Twitter can't just make its own rules. It has to be searchable on Google. It has to be searchable on iOS. It has to be searchable here. Those platforms have their own rules. Well, those platforms have a platform that makes their rules and vice versa. It is an incestuous, can't say the word. Incestuous, you know. It's a constant loop of everybody making rules that govern everybody else. Now that one of them's breaking away, they got to try to step in and try to stop them. You get Elon Musk here talking about, did you know Apple puts a secret 3% tax on everything you buy through the App Store? Quote tweeting Watcher.guru. Apple 3% tax. Yeah, they're taxing you. Well, 30%, not 3%. I said that wrong. 30% tax on every transaction you do on Google. I mean, not Google, Apple. You get Apple has also threatened to withhold Twitter from its App Store, but won't tell us why. Rabbit hole. 97.5% of Apple's donations are to the, not trying to get too political, but let's be real, to the Democratic Party. Twitter allowing free speech is against party interest, so Apple must play the role of enforcer. Wow, they don't sound biased at all. This has always been the form. This is just a continuation of everything that has been happening for a long time. You get this wonderful tweet from Musk that I skipped over earlier. You get Elon in the car. Pay 30% through Apple? Go to war. Elon's planning to go to war. Elon's planning to go to war with Apple. How is this going to play out? I don't know. But we go back to Friday with Liz Wheeler's comments, which I will have linked at the end of this video somewhere. When Liz Wheeler came out and said, if Google and Apple threaten to take Twitter off the platform, Musk should make his own phone company. Musk responded with, if it comes to that, he will. Elon can make rockets to Mars. Making a phone isn't going to be that hard. Just getting some access to a few towers isn't even that hard, considering he already has access to some, even though it's, I think it was T-Mobile. Yeah, it's T-Mobile. Even though he already has access to some of the T-Mobile posts for his Starlink, and it ain't the greatest, he could. Who's not saying he can't get access to Verizon? Who's not saying he can't get access to everything? Who's not saying that a Tesla phone isn't far off? As you continue scrolling up, you get more and more people. If anyone can fight Apple with an actual chance of winning, it's Elon Musk. He needs allies, though, who will stand with him. Support is greatly appreciated. He is planning on going to war. And I am here for it. I am so excited. Everything's heating up. If you thought this was anywhere near being over, you were dead wrong. They were always going to come out the moment Elon Musk started unbanning people and offering amnesty. Now, D-Day Cobra, Jeremy, Geeks and Gamers, brilliant. A brilliant man. Probably giving him way too much credit. He said something interesting. The day amnesty was supposed to start being implemented on Twitter is the day Apple stepped in and started acting all like this. Started saying, no, you can't let all these people back on. You can't do this. Apple is trying to manhandle Twitter now. How's this all going to play out? I don't know. But give me your thoughts down in the comment section down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share it out with all your friends. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.